Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are well at home. Right. So, we are just going to start lesson one. Lesson one is basically getting started with Python. Here we will see the introduction of Python, like who developed Python. So, everyone knows here Python was developed in 1991 by Guido von Rossum. Right. He was one of the engineers in ABC. ABC is software company. He has decided to invent a software which is very easy for everyone, which is very easy to use, right, and to write for everyone, and anyone can start from the beginning. Actually, how the name Python came in Guido von Rossum mind. Basically, Python is a language you can say Monty Python was very big fan of a circus that was Monty Python, right? And basically he inspired from the same, and then why he has given it the name Python. So isn't it scary, right? When you listen Python first of all, then you get scared, like what is it actually? Okay, so now we'll move. What is use of Python basically? So it is given. It is used for software development, right? Used for software development, web development, scripting. Understand? And along with it, it is system scripting and all. System scripting is also possible in Python. Along with it, there is mathematics, right? It can be used as mathematics. Like many mathematical programs can be used in Python itself. Okay, so now we will see some other software or some points of it, features of features of it actually. So what is feature of it? Its feature is, we will see the feature of this language, right? So its feature is easy to use. Anyone can start it. It is very easy to write codes in it, right? If you want to add two numbers, then in other languages you just need to uh, you have to write a long script in it, right? But in case of Python, you will open ideally, right? And simply you will write the program. Understand? Mini is it? I have, let me close it. You will open ideally and you will start writing the program. Understand? I have just opened ideally, right? And now what I am going to do? Now basically, I want you people will see how we can add numbers in it, right? How we can add number in Python. So this is basically interactive mode of Python. Okay, so see here, if we want to add two numbers, we will just write like 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, right? I already 5 is equal to 5. So it is showing cannot assign the literal to literal, means number we cannot assign to number. We can write a is equal to 5, b is equal to 5, and we can add it a plus b, right? So it is coming 10. Understand? So it is the easy way, it is easy language where we can do. So see here, we can write the script also to add numbers, right? Suppose I want to add numbers, right? So let me write it. Okay, see here, I have written the program just before few minutes ago. right? So I'll show you. I have written A as, see here I have added A and B. I have taken numbers, two numbers I have taken, and I have added both of them. Right. So here I have taken statement. It is known as script. It is script mode of Python. So A is equal to int input enter the value of A. What is A? So A is actually A is variable in it, right? And what is B? B is also variable. Which kind of number we are going to take? That is integer number, right? So it is showing int. And input function, we are going to input a number into it, right? We are going to input a number into it. What is use of B here? B is also variable. We are again giving the value in B. It is also an integer type of number. And we are storing the value of A and B into C. And we are printing C. So when we will print it, see, I have just given the print command. It is showing error in first line, right? So here it is error. Understand? Let me save it again. It was not saved. That's why it is coming. Now it is saved. Now we will again find. It is asking enter the value of A. So value of A is 5. Suppose I have given 5. Now next value, suppose I am giving 5. So it is coming 10. So it is our basic of program, and you have seen the script mode. It is script mode of Python where you can write the scripting, and it is your interactive mode of Python where you can get the result at the same time. Suppose I want to divide 100 by 10, right? So we will get the result. See, every time when you do any mathematical work in Python, so your result will be always in float numbers. Understand? Your result will be always in float numbers. So I think you have understand it. Now we'll move on the next topic, which we require today. That is, next is cross-platform. It is easy to use. You have seen how to use it. You have seen interactive mode as well as script mode. Now there is interpreted language, right? Interpreted language means what, beta? It will check your code line by line, right? Interpreted language is used to convert high level language into machine language, right? It is your high level language, and we are going to convert it in high level language. It is your high level language, they are going to convert it in machine language. So for converting it, we required a language translator, that is interpreter. So interpreter work is, see, here we have done a mistake now. So when we will run the program, so it is asking, see, there is problem in line number 1, right? So it is giving error on line number 1 only, and we have removed it. Then it is now it is asking for the value. See, right? Now it is asking for value. So it is your script output window. Here we have given 5, then 5, then we are getting result, right? So you have seen in script mode and interactive mode. In interactive mode, you will get the result instantly. Okay. Now see, you have seen interpreted language. Interpreter means every time the code will be checked line by line. Right. After that, there is cross-platform language. Cross-platform means what? Cross-platform means it can work on Windows, it can work on Mac, it can work on Linux, any of the operating system. It can work easily. Right, students? So this is basically our introduction of Python. It is expressive language, completeness, and free and open source. So what is free and open source over here? Free and open source means you can download it from internet without paying any cost, right? So it is known as open source, right? Anyone can download it with the help of internet and use it. Okay, so it is open source language. Now I'm finishing my this topic. In next class, we will discuss about installation of Python. Right? What is next one? It's a drawback, you can say. Right? What is the shortcoming of Python? So it has lesser libraries. इसकी library जो है छोटी है in comparison to other languages, right? And what else is there? Weak on typing binding, right? Uh, like if we will give a value, see here, I'll show you with the example. See, if I have given a value a is equal to 5, right, and again I have given a is equal to 3, so what it will do, it will showing, like it is showing last one. So it is, you can say, the it is weak on type binding. What will be the result, last input? That number will be displayed in your result. Okay, so we will see next topic in installation process in next video, right? See, it is slow language. Why it is slow language? Because it work on interpreter, and interpreter check the program line by line. That's why it is called slow language, right? So let's see, next period we will see the installation process. So it is request to everyone, please attend the online live class, because in live class your all concept will get clear, but in video classes you will not able to ask the doubts instantly. Okay, so doubt clearing class will be next day, you will watch the video. After that, you can join next day class where you can clear your all doubts. Okay, thank you for watching.